I believe you're a property manager in your hometown of Marseille in Switzerland. Tell me a bit about what a property manager does.
You look for new tenants, you look for the property, the whole thing, you redo stuff, we renovate the buildings, so a lot of things.
Tell me a little bit about long-term leases. I believe they're quite common in Europe.
When you sign a contract, you don't have like an ending, so you can practically stay there forever. It's like the contract doesn't end after 5 or 10 years. So it's just, you stay there until you want to move out.
Okay.
And then you terminate the contract on your own will and give like a 3-month notice.
And what about if a landlord wants to actually evict a tenant?
Well, usually he gives like the same. He has 3 months notice to tell his tenants that he's going to sell it. It's not his problem what happens afterwards. So the new landlord will decide what he's going to do with his tenants. So he buys the whole property with the tenants inside.
Now, once a tenant moves into the property, they sort of can, because it's a long-term lease, they can live in it for quite some time. Have they got freedom to sort of put things on walls, repaint the property?
There's absolutely no restrictions because there is no ending time. So when you want to live there for 40 years, you have to make it a little bit comfortable for yourself. If you move out again, it's just in your responsibility to redo everything that you changed.
Okay.
Because you give it, when you move out, the apartment should be the same like you did move in.
In terms of actually, once you've got a tenancy application approved and the tenant's been in there for quite some time and you want to increase the rent, what are the implications of doing that? What is the process to increase the rent?
We have like an index for whole Switzerland.
Yeah.
And when the government decides the index should be raised a little bit, it's the only possibility. It depends on the market, so it can be that there for 3 years, no change of the index.
Of the index, so therefore no change of the rent.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you don't have to change the rent afterwards. Okay. So it's on the landlord's decision to change or raise it. So sometimes it can be that you have the same rent for more than 10 years.
Gosh.
It's really common.